Hi YouTubers, Mission15 here. It's been quite a while since the last video I made of me firing up the Xbox 360 that was made in 2005 that's in mint condition, so this will be a video of me testing out that console once again to see if it's still held up and if it will still fire a year later. The last time I fired up the 2005 Xbox 360 that's in mint condition was, I believe, in July of 2017, so it's been over a year since the last time that I've powered that console on, and it's a release date Xbox 360, never been opened, so it'll be interesting to see if it'll still work, because those things fail very often. Now, before I actually grab the console, I just want to show you all the things that I have in this storage box besides that Xbox 360. So, I have quite a few Xbox 360s, as you can see, and older consoles, and the reason for that is because I was really lucky and really into Xbox 360s about 2 years ago. So I purchased all of them that I could find off of Craigslist and Kijiji and wherever I could find them used, and people were selling them to me for like 20 bucks. So I was figuring, you know, I'm going to buy all of these, fix them, clean them all up, and resell them and make a whole bunch of money in return. But that never happened, because I just ended up buying them, fixing them, and then getting attached to them, and not wanting to get rid of them for some reason. So actually what I'm doing is I'm going to take them all out of here, and all the ones that are actually good Xboxes from 2009 are going to get modded to be able to play any game and, you know, have a mod chip in it. The Demon Executor chip is what I'm going to be putting into them. But anyways, I'm rambling too much here, because all you guys probably want to see is that 2005 Xbox, because I get comments about that Xbox literally every single day. Everyone loves the 2005 Xbox. So, as requested, it's been a year later. We're going to fire the 2005 Xbox 360 in mint condition once again. Now, if I can find it. So right here we have a mint condition Jasper 2009, I believe, or no, it's 2008 full games Falcon unit. Right here what we have is mint condition 2005 Xbox 360. I'm trying to take it out here as carefully as possible, and I hope it's still in mint condition. It sure as hell looks like it's in mint condition. And we're going to plug this in and see if it works, so stay tuned. Alright, so I have the Xbox 360 sitting in front of the TV here, but I've actually had a problem, and this problem was quite annoying. I had to look for another power supply. So what I forgot about is the older Xbox 360s, they take a different power supply, and it's not really because it doesn't work with the newer one. You can still use the newer power supply as long as it isn't a Jasper one. You can use a Falcon power supply on a Xenon unit, which this original Xbox 360 is, and it will work, but you have to modify the plug, as I've tried to do here, and I failed miserably. This will still work. It'll still work on a Falcon unit, which is that one right there. It just looks like shit because I tried to use it on this without actually breaking the tab, which is right there, which you can also do. You can break the little thing right there, and then you can use a Falcon power supply, and it will work, but I didn't want to break that because obviously it's in mint condition, and the littlest things even still bother me, you know, not being the way they should. So that's that. What I'm going to do now is, since I found the correct power supply, I've tried doing it the hack job way, but it didn't plug in far enough for it to work, so I didn't want to ruin it even further. I just actually did some digging around in my storage, and I found one of the ones that I should be using. And another thing you can tell is the gauge of wire is quite different. You can see the older one is quite a bit thicker than the Falcon. If it even shows up on camera there, it's a tiny bit thicker. And also the ends, the older one, it actually has these buttons that you use that release it from the socket, which you can hardly see there, but yeah, it has buttons, and the tip is also metal, I guess, for better grounding, while the newer ones, they cheaped out and they didn't actually have that metal part on the part that goes in the console. But enough talking about the power supply. We're going to plug it in, we're going to see if it works now, because that's what everyone wants to see anyways. So get that in there. All right, and now we're gonna need to plug this in. Doing this live here so that you guys will see if it explodes as I'm doing it. Now I'm gonna turn off the surge protector here so that I can plug it in. Come on. If it will plug in. Oh, I forgot. Also, you can't even use the cable that they make with the newer power bricks. You have to use the old cable because they put a little peg on that too. And there's no reason for that. There's really no reason. They just do that to piss you off, really. So, I remembered I actually have, in my messy room here, I have another one right here that they want you to use with that power supply. So let's see if that'll work. Okay. Oh, it looks like it's working. Alright, so we're connected. We can't use HDMI though, so that's another setback. We got to get the component plugged in, or composite, so I'll be back once that's done. Alright, so here we are. I have the console plugged in. I haven't turned it on yet. I've had it plugged in for about 2 minutes. I have my ghetto surround system connected. It's actually a power supply with a car radio. So we'll have some high quality Dolby surround system speakers pumping the startup theme. And this will be it right here. Let's see if it works. Oh, what? Maybe it actually doesn't work. We got orange light. We got... what? Come on. It's actually doing nothing. Now I'm kind of worried because I actually expected this thing to just work as it should. There we go. Okay, so it has a fake red ring of death. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay. So the console has the fan spin for a brief second, and it gets the red ring of death. So is this it for the mint condition 2005 Xbox? I don't know, this is a bit disappointing. Let's check the power brick. It's doing the same thing it was in my original video when I mentioned how I first got it, how it needed to be turned on several times until it stayed on because the power light flashed red. So it looks like it's actually doing the same thing as before, and it's not letting me turn it on now. So how I actually made it work before is I repeatedly turned it on until it actually did something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you hear that? That is sizzling. Sizzling. Whew. Sizzling coming from the Xbox. That was no lie. Sizzling coming from the fucking Xbox. It was witnessed on camera by you guys, so I don't know if that's it for the 2005 Xbox. I might have actually... let's try plugging it back in and see if it does something else. Okay, so let's try it again. Nothing. 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 Okay. Okay, so this is approximately 10 minutes after you've seen the Xbox sizzle and not turned on anymore. After that, I just unplugged it, and I've been waiting to see if anything else has happened, and it just seems like that's it. So I'm going to plug it back in and see if it'll do anything now, just to see if that's it or if it actually has more life to it. If not, well then maybe I'll make a video of me opening this up and then actually fixing it, because if it's actually broken, well then there's no purpose of having it, you know, the way it is. So let's plug it in as far as it will go. And let's leave that unplugged because it should have 4 red lights. And let's see. Nothing still. Great. Let's just mess around with the power cord a little bit and see if we can get anything. We actually got 4 red lights, which indicates that the AV cord isn't plugged in. Okay, so let's plug the AV cord in and see if it actually has any picture on the screen. Come on. I'm waiting. It actually is showing the ring of light on the Xbox, but I didn't get any picture. Maybe I had this. Yeah, we had this on HD. Okay, so as you've seen, the Xbox has actually sizzled, refused to turn on, and then after leaving it alone for 10 minutes and plugging it back in, it looked like it actually wanted to turn on. So, in the last clip, what you've seen was me try to turn it on with the setting on HD TV, which would not allow any picture to go through. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this switch, which actually I've already done it. I've changed the switch to TV. So I can't really explain how this would still work after a capacitor. I'm assuming a capacitor has sort of burst in some sort of way, which is what that sizzling noise was, but let's find out if it'll actually work. It still works, even after the sizzling. So, wow. Wow. So, yeah, this thing definitely has something seriously wrong with it inside. I'm guessing that a capacitor was discharged in some sort of way, and that's probably what that sound was. And there probably is more than one in there that do need to be replaced. But if I can get it to work, and if I can still have it turn on eventually, then I don't think that it's worth opening this up just to fix that. But now I have it on camera, and I have that noise on camera so that that's captured so that people can see what it actually has done and believe me and see that it still works even after all that weird stuff happened. So yeah, the date today is August 18th, 2018. And the 2005 Xbox with bad capacitors clearly still works after some hesitation. So even the disk drive opens. I feel like I should put a game in this, but maybe I don't have any games that are appropriate. Well, we can always put Left 4 Dead 2 in. I think that this dashboard might actually be new enough to support this game. And I would like to see if it actually plays it. If a game is too new, what it's going to do is once the game starts, it's going to prompt you to update like this. So yeah, the game is too new, and if you want to avoid that, all you have to do is just eject the disc. Or say no. People have asked me about that before, and you really don't have to do anything. You can just say no. It's not like it's just going to automatically update it. If you say no, it's not going to do it. So yeah, and I guess it doesn't take the message away when you eject the disc. I thought it would. So anyways, that's it for this. I just thought I would show this console again and see if it works, which it clearly still does. And I'll make another video about it next year. So I guess that's it for this video.